and ask me why it doesn't ding anymore. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, roughly. As you guys can see, my hair is completely different. It has grown out a lot, and my hairline is a lot better. Yes, my hair is classed as dyed. It is no longer brown. It is a ginger copper colour, and I've done this through henna. For anyone that's gonna comment, you're gonna regret it. I'm not. Unfortunately, stuff has currently happened roughly in my family. My sister ended up in A&E a couple of days ago, and I'm not going into too much details, but it was pretty serious. I've not been sleeping. I'm tired, and I've been doing a lot of crying as well because it was that serious, and I just needed to pick me up roughly. I do look quite pasty. That's because my body's gone into shock. I'm still at college. Sorry, I've got itchy eyes because they're so sore. But this is how far my hair has grown since shaving it last December. I do think I got the dates wrong from when I reached 1 whole year. If I remember rightly, it might be next year sometime. I'm gonna guess maybe January at the latest, maybe February. But the thing is, this is my growth so far. I'm just gonna pour all this. It's super long. As you guys can see, it's still shiny. My hair is still low porosity. It rejects water. It rejects basically a lot of stuff. It rejects water. Sorry. And I have found things that work and things that don't. Things that work with my hair is my hair does not need a lot of product. My hair, believe it or not, only requires. I'm just going to grab a little section. About a small amount of product. And if I go over that limit, it actually weighs my hair down. This is how thick my hair is. I've always had thickish hair, but when it's straightened, it's completely different. But this is how thick it is. There is a lot of curl naturally in my hair now. It's not styled at the moment, because like I said, I dyed my hair with henna 2-3 days ago, and as you guys can see, look, you can basically see my natural curl pattern kicking in. I have also found that when I am styling my hair, how I used to style my hair was wet styling, not wet styling, damp styling, that's it. That used to work so well for my hair when I did the Curly Girl method for 8 months straight. I can't do that no more. I have tried wet styling where you basically work on your hair when it is completely soaking wet. And I have also tried damp styling, which is basically where your hair is wet but it's not as wet. And you put your products in. I have found roughly when I do the damp styling, I end up with, well, I don't really have that much frizz anymore, but I notice roughly my hair doesn't look the same as when I do wet basically soaking, when my hair is soaking wet. And one thing that also has worked out more better is the difference from when I used to do my hair. When I was doing the Curly Girl method, was I had to do my hair and I think I swear to God I was overloading my hair with too much moisture and stuff and that, but it worked out. But thing is, I now only need a leave-in conditioner and a gel or a mousse, whereas before I was using a leave-in conditioner, a cream, and a gel or a mousse. But when I was doing that kind of style, I was doing the leave-in conditioner, brushing it through, then applying and scrunching my gel. I can't do that anymore. There's a big difference to how my hair was back then to how it is now. It is a lot more curlier, woofy. The shrinkage is actually real. Believe it or not, my hair is very long. I know it doesn't look it. It actually comes down to about here. Whereas the sides, these have obviously got some catching up to do. But this is about down to here. But when my hair is officially styled, it looks like I have a short pixie cut. And now, Wolfie, what I have to do is I brush in with my denim brush, my gel, my mousse, and my leave-in conditioner together. I put my leave-in conditioner in. Then I put my hair oil, Wolfie, because I always follow with the LOC method, but I do it a little bit differently now. Because I don't need a cream because my hair's cuticle, Wolfie. Even before I dyed it with henna, it was thick. And the fact, if you know if your hair is thick or thin, is when you've got a strand in your finger and you can feel it, and when you are holding it out, does it look thick? I have quite thick strands, so which is telling me I have medium to thick density, and it's only going to get thicker, it's going to get more bushier and stuff, so that's going to happen. But I definitely found Wolfie doing this method by brushing my gel, my mousse. Well, it's not a mousse, it's kind of like a foaming mousse, and that literally it's a lot more watery. But for some reason my hair prefers that than actual mousse, which is actually pretty good in my opinion. So I am finding out what works. And sometimes I do diffuse, but it's not very often. I mainly prefer to air dry, but I find when I diffuse I get better results when it comes to the shrinkage and the definition. Buffet, so that's a good thing. I also find roughly that just like scrunching in the products, raking it in and stuff, that's alright for my hair type. But I find I get better results when I brush it through with a brush. I get more definition, I get more better hold as well. So that's the method I go with. And I also always finish off by scrunching it out, with a frizz serum. Now, ever since I cut my hair, basically shaved it off, I don't really have frizz, as you guys can see. It's not really visible. My hair does need washing, but I don't really have frizz apart from I have just like a little bit, but thing is, look, there's hardly any frizz. So that's something that's changed, is I don't really have frizz. That's not frizz, that's just a strand, as you guys can see. It's just strands of hair that's just coming loose for some reason. And my hair is quite long. And this is the good thing about having natural nails, is the fact I can just do this. Problem is, as you guys can see, is trying to get my hair to behave the way it should. I do sometimes just leave my hair with leave-in conditioner and an oil. Woofy. I mean, later on I'm going to be using a frizz serum because I've got to leave my hair. Well, can you see that curl right there? The difference is, even if I smooth it out, look, I'm going to smooth it out. I have all natural curls everywhere now. I also found as well, roughly, since shaving my head, even though roughly I'm scrunching and doing all these kinds of things in the beginning of the art, I found roughly I still kind of had to train my hair to basically curl up because it just wasn't curling the same. But that's where the denim brush came in. Roughly, it glides through my hair so much more better than when my hair was damaged. And I'm getting better results. My hair is so healthy. And the reason I went with henna, I had two options. Because my hair was natural, it was low porosity, I could either dye my hair and bleach it and cause a bit of damage and it would have made it a normal porosity. Or I could have protected my hair with henna, put that barrier over the top of my actual hair's barrier because it's low porosity, and then protect my hair roughly from damage because henna bonds with the keratin in your hair, so it's kind of like a protein treatment, and basically protect my hair from any sort of damage, whether that be environmentally, roughly diffusing, because I do sometimes diffuse, especially if if I've got a lot to do on a day and I go in the bath or the shower at night, and it's like really late. I sit there with my diffuse hairdryer and diffuser roughly, and you guys know I use the Glamorizer Light Speed hairdryer. You guys have seen it. No, it's a dupe for the Dyson, but the thing is, it's the best thing ever. I also find roughly that scrunching out the crunch does not work with how short my hair currently is. I find that using my wide tooth hair pick, basically lifting it at the root and then slightly bringing it out and then going in and scrunching, helps basically my curls to form. And it also gives me lift. Not that I really need lift, because as you guys can see, I naturally have a lot of volume and it goes bigger when I do this. I also use a for serum at the end. Like I said, I use about 2 drops. I don't need a lot of product no more, roughly, and it's been a learning curve, roughly. I'm starting to use my, do you guys remember those, is it Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse measuring teaspoons that I used to use? I'm using them again, roughly, to make sure I get consistent with it. But the thing is, roughly, like I said, stuff has gone off in the family, roughly, and I've decided that I needed a little pick me up, and I didn't want to damage my hair, so I decided to go with a copper tone because I do laser hair removal. I discovered roughly that my hair, my skin tone is olive toned. It's quite an light olive toned, and I also have green veins. And if you have green veins, you are supposed to go for neutral colours, in clothing, like browns, kayaks, creams, basically lovely warm winter colours. And I discovered on my own that copper hair suits me, lovely. Ginger hair suits me, roughly, so there's 2 different types of gingers. Then you've got golden tones that suit me, and like certain blonde tones suit me as well. And that, but thing is, it's just giving me that little bit of a pickup. Could I go more ginger? Yes, with it, and I most probably end up doing that. But I'm experimenting with my formula with the henna I have always used, which is the Henny Colour Paris in the shade Copper. I now also have discovered that unless I need to use amla in my henna, otherwise if I use it straight up, it straightens out my curl pattern. And I think that's where, if you guys remember last time when I was talking about how it seems to be that my hair was straightening out, even though I was doing the curly girl method and stuff. and that's what was slightly happening. And I've discovered that I need amla in my henna mix to basically prevent that from happening. It also tones down the red tone, so instead of going like a really dark kind of like ginger colour, what's my Carter? But it gives me kind of like this gorgeous kind of like copper red tone, and as you guys can see, it's not too much. My hair is very long and it will get longer. My goal is to have my hair down to here, basically my breasts, and just to keep styling it the way I am, roughly, and continue the way I am doing my hair, roughly, because my hair's health currently is, what's the matter? God, one second. Good boy. My hair's health is the main thing that is really important to me at the moment. Oh yeah, God, it's currently what I can control. Hey, mister. But things are changing for me currently at this moment in time. I'm not due for a haircut, roughly, for a long time, roughly, because I even though I'm using henna, as you guys can see, there's nothing wrong with my ends. There's nothing wrong with my hair. It is super shiny. Most probably by next year, I will get a little bit of a trim, and that lot, or I might trim it myself. It'll be one or the other. But the thing is, I might not, roughly. I might leave it to a year and a half. But as you guys can see as well, my eyebrows are dyed as well because they are natural. I'm still continuing with the sulfate-free, no drying alcohols, silicone-free. Carter, stop. Sorry about this. But I'm still continuing with the Carter. No. Still continuing with the sulfate-free, silicone-free, drying alcohol-free, going as natural as possible, including with my skin products and stuff, because I've noticed my skin and stuff is a lot more better. Carter! Oi! Stop! But thing is, I no longer use liquid shampoos because I found with my psoriasis, because I do have it at the back of my scalp. Carter! Stop! Quiet! But I've noticed an improvement in my scalp ever since basically making switch to more natural stuff, as natural as I can get it. And that are because my scalp was having a really bad reaction to a lot of stuff, including liquid shampoos. And that whereas my sister, I thought I'd try her on that method. She's having the complete opposite effect. The shampoo bars are basically making her scalp itch. They are literally drying her hair out. She still wants to go sulfate-free, silicone-free and that, but she's had the complete opposite effect and that. So it just goes to show you roughly sometimes what can work for one person won't always work for the next person. But the thing is, I've noticed an improvement in my hair and things, so roughly I'm going to continue with my routine. And I still use my Tangle Teaser scalp massager, because that does help with growth, and because my hair is quite thick and it's quite coarse and it's quite curly, sometimes just getting in there with your fingers, it's just not enough. And I do think my hair is either 3A. No, actually, I don't think I've got 3A actually. I think I still have 3B, maybe 3C, because my ringlets are quite tight and they're only gonna get tighter. But this is what's been working for me. This is what's going to be happening. You're going to be seeing a lot more changes, including the fact I'm not really going to be wearing black clothing anymore, and that I'm going to be brightening up my wardrobe. I've been stuck for a while with it because stuff continues to happen, and trying to basically sort everything out. That's why I needed this little bit of a pick me up, roughly, because too much has gone off, and I'm a lot more. I won't say I'm happier, but the thing is, I am happy when it comes to my hair. Now, when my hair is like this, I do use a brush, but I only brush 2 times a day. Once in the morning and once at night. And my hair it's not really knotty anymore. Hopefully, it's perfectly fine, but I've got all this natural curl in my hair. And I love it. I love styling my hair so much more now, and my routine is so much easier. It's unreal. People think when you basically go natural and you go curly, yeah, my hair is natural, but it is dyed with henna and that art. But thing is, my routine is a lot more easier than basically going 2 hours or maybe sometimes even 2 hours and a half just blow drying and straightening my hair. That's how thick my well, when I did roughly start straightening my hair and stuff, it took over 2 hours sometimes, because for one, I literally had to literally round brush it and stuff. Now I don't have that option. I don't even feel like doing that no more. My mum even suggested that one time, roughly, to basically, because with how long my hair is now, and I was telling her, I says, oh, I love how long it is and that all. She was like, oh, why don't you straighten it? And I told her, I says, I'm not straightening my hair. Yeah, it's long, but thing is, I prefer how my hair looks with all this texture. Some people think this kind of looks like a mess. It does. But the thing is, Wolfie, it's not really frizzy and it's got its own shape. And believe it or not, this is how when my mum was at school, this is how her hair looked. Obviously, she kept more better keep of it, but the thing is, when I style it with my brush, denim brush and stuff, and I put products in it, it looks more nicer. But thing is, sometimes roughly that can be too tedious to keep doing, so I do opt in for both where I go basically in one sense product free, but obviously I keep leaving conditioner and stuff in, and that roughly I do opt in to do different types of things, and it works out perfectly. Anyway, I'm going to get going and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.